Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and it just kind of looks like a bit of an unassuming box with beautiful detailing, country floral embossing folding, but I love it. It little tucks in there, and when you open that bit, and then that bit, that's where your goodies and treats go in there. And there's a funny story to it. When I was out in France recently joining Sophie and her team over there, so there was about 25 of my deep down line in France. They catered for everything, and one of the evenings I said, oh, has anybody got any butter? And I'm British and I like salted butter, and they'd brought all the food and everything with them, including the packs of butter, and they're salted butter, and I think it's called Sol de Mer. It comes with foil wrapping around the block, and then there was sort of like a cardboard outer. Now, I wish I could show you, and I did keep it, brought it home, carefully tidied it away into the bin. And, you know, I took off the cardboard outer wrapper. I put a picture in the blog for you. And then I just sat absent-mindedly fiddling with it, because obviously the conversation all around me was in French, and I don't speak any French, unfortunately. And I conversed as much as I could with the ladies next to me who did speak a bit of English. And I was just absent-mindedly fiddling with it and bending it backwards and forwards and pushing bits in. And I kind of looked up when the room went quiet, and down my end of the table, everybody was just sat there silently watching me fiddle with this piece of cardstock. But anyway, so although the Sol de Mer actually had cut out parts, I was fiddling with it and pushing bits in and out to see what would happen. And it's not at all a version of that, because that looked completely different, but it was based on pushing this bit of cardstock in this manner to see what would happen that came up with this. So I'm going to show you how to make it. You do need to start with 12 by 12 cardstock because it uses the full 12 inches, 30 centimetres, but you can get two of these from one sheet. So 12 inches by 5.5 inches, 30 by 14.5. And on Friday, I'm going to show you the supersized version of this because I made it bigger. So, but for today's project, score it at 1.5, 2, 4 3/4, 5 1/4, 6 3/4, 7 1/4, 10 and 10.5. Okay, and in metric, 4, 15, 12, 13, 17, 18, 25, 26. Turn it round on the short side and score it at 1.5 and at 4. Which is 4 by 10.5. Okay, so let's scoot that out of the way. And I'm going to fold it all up. I'm going to burnish all my score lines as you would normally do it. And then I'm going to manipulate them backwards. Okay. This is lovely lipstick. So this was actually my prototype. And I went, oh, yes, I really, really like it. How can I decorate it? And I thought, I'm going to bring out the Country Floral embossing folder, which I very much love. And I just picked out sections with Wink of Stella. So you can see there's just little bits. And I only did 3 sides. I didn't do the bottom because I wanted it to remain flat. And it does go a little bit wobbly on the embossing folder because it is so deep and so detailed. Okay, last bit. Okay, so I have burnished everything. What you're looking at is it that way round. So this is that panel there, and this one is that panel there. So first things first, you need to get rid of bits. So basically, that's the only panel we need there, and that's the only one. So if as you're looking at it, we've got square, well, we've got all these little skinny rectangles. We've got square, big rectangle, square, big rectangle, square. The only bit we need to keep are the big rectangles. So just get rid of everything else. And you do have to get a little bit in there with your scissors. You know what, I've burnished it so well it's curling up and getting in my way. These little bits would make great embellishments if you were going to maybe punch flowers or something like that. That would work well. This box is so easy to make, it really is. When you look at all these score lines, you're like, oh, and then you look at the bits that are pressed and you go, oh, honestly, easy peasy. I don't do complicated. I do projects that I want everybody to be able to make, providing you've got a scoring tool. I wouldn't be suggesting doing that with a ruler and a stylus. But I want everybody to be able to make them, and I want everybody to be able to say, I did that. So, okay, what needs to happen? So we've got these panels here. They actually need to go the other way. So instead of going like that, they need to go like that. And that's all of them. So you need to push them in the wrong direction. So you can see how I've created that shape. This exactly the same. Wrong direction, wrong direction. So you're ending up, move that out of the way, that shape. Okay, easy, easy, easy peasy. So I'm going to burnish them all. Okay, probably see it a bit better now. So that's all of them the wrong way. I'm going to come along and put some adhesive on. I'm going to put it on 3 of them. We're not going to put one end. So, tear and tape, brilliant for this. Or a liquid glue if you're, you know, if you're a little bit more patient than me. No, that sounds bad. It makes me sound bad. I'm not impatient. I just want you to go and make these straight away because you're going to love them, I promise you. When you've made it, you know, my husband, who is so used to seeing stuff, and his eyes begin to glaze over when I go, look what I made, look what I've made. And he's going, yeah, it's a bag. And I'll go, yeah, I know it's a bag, but look what I made. And she's like, yes, darling. And, but even he went, wow, when I showed him this. So, right, so that one's going in. And push it down. This one going in there, push it down. This one on there and push it down. And this one is loose because it's actually this one. The rest are all stuck down. That one is stuck down, and obviously those ones are. So it's all going to come together like so. Okay, final easy bit. So this one where we haven't got any adhesive on there, you're going to put adhesive on these ones. So take the backing off and bring it round, and you just line it up and fold it into place. And poke your fingers in if you need to. And exactly the same on this one. Line it up. So that's the back all tucked in, and we've got the front. You do need to put the little thumb holders in. It makes a huge difference. So I'm just grabbing, what did I pull up? The 3/4 inch punch. That's fine, that'll do. Just a little thumb holder there and there. So that's going to tuck in there, and this one will tuck over. And I found that that wasn't quite enough. So I put a little ribbon in, which I'm going to do again. I'm not really sure which ribbon. I did have this one out because it's the other half to this pair, and actually, you know what, I am going to stick with it. Unfortunately, between the time of me making this and filming, our handheld punch has sold out. It's gone. In Europe, it's goner than a gone thing. So you need a small handheld punch basically. And punch a hole in the middle there and one there. I've brought my crocodile onto the desk because I have this. To be fair, I don't use it hugely often. I use it when I'm going through like 4 or 5 layers of cardstock. You can get them, not the cheapest things in the world. I got mine second hand and it cost me about £12. So brand new, they're pushing £30. But, you know, I'm just letting you know your options. Okay. So we're going to come to the inside one first. And where's the stylus? There we go. I'm going to push that one in there. And what I've done is I've pushed the loop and I'm going to feed these 2 loose ends through that loop. Well, I would if I hadn't put hand cream on and got slippery hands. That's that one on there. And I'm going to trim these ends down a little bit. Not too much. And then the same through here. And then that will all tuck away, but you can still pull it open. You could try a brad. A brad would work. And then you go like that and closed. You should have heard my squeal when I went, ah, look at that. Right, okay, so the bits for the top, I lost half of them. Oh, here they are. I went with the embossing folder, which I'm going to do again. And when I pulled out this ribbon, I thought, oh, I'll use copper foil. Oh, no, I won't. I'll use our copper foil, our lovely lipstick foil. So this is the Free Celebration one. This is a free folder. Look at this. That's how much I've used it. Still works absolutely fine. I want the there we go. So I need I'm looking for the depression. I want it to go up. So my panels are 2.5 by 2 1/4 and 2.5 by 1 1/4 inches. In metric, that's 6 by 6.5 and 3.5 by 6.5. And then over here, I'm going to bring in my big shirt. Oops. And what I've got is my multi-purpose platform. So multi-purpose, I actually use it with tab 1. I think you're meant to do it with tab 2 without any tabs. I much prefer the result I get from tab 1. And I'm just going to swap these 2 round a bit. I want that big one across there. So you're going to see where the result is. And then I've got a clear platform. And because this twangs up, I'm having to get my fingers wedged in. There we go. Oh, that wasn't on the platform. Half the embossing folder's not actually on the... Let's try that again. There we go. So I'm going to run that through. It's going to twang up immediately, which is fine. Look at that. Oh, I love this folder. Brilliant. Oh, I can't stop playing with it. You can see I can't stop playing. It's not affecting it at all. Right. How gorgeous is that? Oh, it's so deep. It really is ridiculously deep. It's so deep that actually I struggle to get it on. So, plenty of liquid glue. You can see I've got this off because actually I snailed these on and one side twanged off right before I was about to start filming, so I thought, best sort that out. Liquid glue it is. Fennel's in here and she's snoring. She was 15 on Sunday. She's my good girl. She goes out every morning. I get up in the morning, come downstairs, feed the cats immediately and let them out. They're locked away overnight. And I let them out and she goes, you know, she has something to eat and then she goes outside and then I let her back in again. And that's pretty much it. She goes out once a morning and then she sleeps and eats for the rest of the day. But some of you will remember from my early videos, she used to creep quietly into the office and then she used to launch herself onto the desk. She doesn't do that so much these days. There we go. How cool is that? Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to have to twist that a little bit though. Get that in better position. Yeah, I reckon brads would work. But you wait till you see Fridays. It's huge. So excited. I'm about to film it now. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Please go and make them. They are so easy. Honestly, super easy. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.